question. I'm just gonna jump right into this. This morning I asked people on Tumblr what they would like to hear on my channel about body positivity. I am gonna just go ahead and read you the question that I chose to address. So the anonymous person said, I struggle with my body image as a fat woman, but have made many strides towards self-acceptance in recent years. What I still find hard is hearing and seeing other people making comments about or ridiculing fat people in front of me. I don't call it out normally because it makes me feel ashamed of myself for being fat all over again. How do I stop being bothered by this? That shit hurts. After I read this question, I went and got on my Facebook, and there was an article by Jess Baker of themilitantbaker.com, and it was all about how to deal with body hate from internet trolls. So I was really feeling very inspired. I was like, oh yes, Jess's article, like, I know exactly what I'm gonna say to this question. I know exactly how I'm gonna make my video. I am so confident about this. I felt great. And then someone said something mean to me who I love a lot, and I might start crying again while I talk about it. I spent, you know, a good hour crying and thinking, I don't fucking know how to deal with people who are mean to you. I don't know, it's sad. I got it together and I realized that that's the deal, man. It's sad, and that fucking sucks. I don't have a 10-step program for how to make yourself feel better about people being shitty to you. It fucking sucks. So, how I deal with it. And hopefully this will help some of you. This is the hardest thing that I think I ever do in regards to body positivity. When people hurt my feelings, I tell them. And that is really fucking hard. It's really hard. Love is not, I love you, but I wish you would change your values. Love is, I love you. I accept who you are. I accept where you are. I accept this. If someone says something nasty to me, the first thing I say is, that hurt my fucking feelings. And oftentimes it makes me do this. Makes me get a little weepy because I'm a giant crybaby. They cannot know how personally it affects you unless you can get vulnerable for a minute and say, that's part of me, man. That's part of me. A lot of times the people we love do not know that these things can be so hurtful to us. I would guess that most people who have an issue with my self-love don't realize that liking myself is not the opposite of working on myself or losing weight. It's not the opposite of believing in the science against obesity. Loving myself is the opposite of hating myself. I should add also that there is plenty of science behind the positive effects of self-love and body positivity and loving yourself even when you're fat. However, that is not why I do this. The opposite of loving myself is hating myself. As in, if I was not going through this journey, if I was not practicing body positivity, I wouldn't be okay. I wouldn't be functional. For many, many years, people in my life were very worried about me because I wasn't okay. I had eating disorders. I had panic attacks. I was agoraphobic. I am not now. I look at people who have not gone through these kinds of things with their body. Though I believe that most of us do, maybe some of us struggle with it harder, I'm not sure. I look at the people who do not hate themselves and I think, lucky you. That's amazing. I didn't get to be one of those people. And this movement, this set of beliefs that helps me break down all of what society has taught me and learn about oppression and learn about how society has deemed me unworthy for so long because of my body, practicing these body positive beliefs. That's what made me like myself. And I can't go back. It won't go back. So when my friends or people I love try to challenge that, it is very personal. And it does not always get easier to talk about, obviously. And that's okay, because crying on YouTube videos is totally okay. I think a lot of people would argue that it's just their opinion. They think they should be allowed to have an open dialogue with you, with their friends and family, as much as you are with them. And I agree. I think open dialogues and communication are essential to relationships. And at the end of the day, you just have to decide where your boundaries are. You have to decide if your relationship is worth adjusting those boundaries over and over, or reinforcing those boundaries over and over. You have to decide how many times you've had to address things. You have to decide how many times you've had to adjust your boundaries for another person who won't adjust theirs. It's kind of lonely sometimes. I have lost lots of friends over it. It sucks. It sucks really bad. I don't really know how to wrap up this video, except to say, you know, I'm crying. I had a sad hour this afternoon, and that's okay, because I fucking like myself. I like myself. This isn't gonna be the end all be all of my day. I'm gonna go on with my day. I'm gonna go take outfit pictures. I'm going to fix my fucking makeup. I'm gonna keep liking myself. And that's the point. That is the point. When people say shitty things, it hurts and it sucks, and maybe there's not a way to work through it. And maybe you just have to like feel that for a minute and let the other person know that you're feeling it and that it fucking sucks. And then you get to go on and continue about your body positive journey and this path of loving yourself and happiness, and, you know, smile. I do a lot more smiling now. So I hope that kind of answered the question. Sorry about all the crying. I'll talk to you guys soon.